Yeah. Spark it up, Captain G3. Let's go. Wow. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Spark it up, Captain G3. Let's go. Oh. Lights pop on and the rhythm's tight. Got that green thumb boogie in the pale moonlight. Mixing up the soil, got the funk foundation. Tune your dollar cultivation conversation. Shake that leaf, turn up the vibe. Grove talk, roof talk, keeping it live. From seed to sensation, no hesitation. We riding high, cultivation conversation. Drop that pH, raise that soul. Let the terps take control. Funky buds in every nation. Captain and G3, the cultivation station. Stay funky, stay green.
What is going on, everybody out there in podcast land? How are you tonight?
Hello, my darlings.
Right on cue. Right on cue. I failed to hit that fade out on the intro video, though, so my bad.
I didn't
Should be
notice.
a pro at this by now, but I'm not.
We can't even make it on time. A
not.
pro? Are you kidding me?
Pro
Hello,
there, right?
hello, hello. Hi, chat. How are
Bunch
you
of
guys tonight?
amateurs.
Always.
Yeah, what up? What up, guys? I see Smoke Ring, Caterpillar Killer, William Vasold, Outcast. What up, dude? Outcast. I got to get you back on, man. I want to talk
Yeah,
to you.
we haven't talked to you in too long,
I want
bud.
to talk to you, man. I got Slow Lane, Kush Cat Grow, Grateful Gardener, J-Saw. We got Canacan. What up, Don? How are you? Mighty Mike, Chi-Town Hi-Fi, Istig.
Oh, my goodness.
Do I see Neighborhood Skunk? What up? What up? What is everyone smoking on tonight? Post your what
you got,
your
what you
head
got?
stash is in the chat. We'll bring up the dankest sounding of them all.
Do, 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 do.
Which begs the question for us both, G3.
Cool. Yeah, hold on one second. We're talking about Dake sounds. As an aside from last episode, so Kushcat put his playlist up on the Discord. So go
Oh, yeah?
check it out. I'm excited about it. He put it up like right before we came on, so I couldn't even get into it yet. But
So what to
all his like his
good
grow
vibes?
playlist,
Good
all the
vibes?
vibes, all the
Nice.
vibes, getting his girls to grow big
Important.
and strong.
Awesome. Yeah, go check out our Discord if you
Check it
haven't
out.
already. And since the last episode, when we railed on Discord's new policy, they've rolled back a whole lot of those changes. I mean, yeah, like a lot of people must have canceled those Nitro memberships.
Yeah. However, then
Scared
like
the
a
hell out of them.
ton of Discord started going down. Like even after that, there were multiple Discords that kept going down. So
Yep.
who knows? Who knows? We just roll with the punches. I mean, God knows none of us make the decisions.
We don't.
Tropical
We
popsicle.
don't.
That sounds awesome. Is that a mango something? Like a mango isle popsicle crust. Something.
It sounds likely, G3. It
I like
definitely has
anything
that,
with mango isle in
that
it.
purple pope in there somewhere. But yeah, that's got to be a night owl strain.
Well, somebody else is calling something popsicle. They got they're gonna have
right?
some real angry fanboys on their door.
True. Now, I don't know if you heard about the night owl seed drop kind of disaster.
Poor Daz. Oh, my
I know.
heart absolutely breaks for him.
It's terrible.
He's
it's
just the
terrible.
best dude, and
he's
he
getting,
does
like,
not deserve this
It's
shit to happen.
DDoS attacks on
Yeah,
his
DDoS
website
attack twice.
to like
Twice.
bring down his storefront just really makes you wonder. Just like as soon as he puts his toe into the photo period pool, you know what I mean? Like
Do you think that
as
it's photo
soon
period
as
readers?
100% G3.
Yeah, I
There's
didn't know if it was photo period readers
100%.
or if it was like people pissed off about the Autoflower Cup or what. But
I think
man, when you're too good, you're just
he gets a
the
lot of
haters come
attention.
out of the woodwork.
He gets a lot of attention, and I think a lot of jealousy out there because he has a following. And some people think lesser of Autoflowers and just want to they want to destroy something beautiful is what they want. They're
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
I don't know who I honestly don't know who it may have been, Kushcat, but like I got some suspicions. Dude, it could have been anyone, honestly. Which is a shame.
He doesn't deserve that.
It's a shame,
It really
but like
sucks.
the call is coming from inside the house. It's our own community doing it
It has
to
to be
ourselves.
somebody inside the community, which
I'm
is
fully
super
convinced.
shitty. That sucks.
It does.
These are plants. It's not worth it.
It's people's businesses, G3, and their livelihoods.
I understand
too.
that,
And-
but
and
like
I
the
know
answer to being jealous of other people being good is get better.
for sure. For sure. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, we encourage competition because that is what makes the community better. And if
Well-
you get less than first, work your ass off and get first next time. Like, proof's in the pudding. He has that crazy following because he deserved it. He earned it. Did I freeze or did Cap freeze? I think I froze. Anything? Do you guys see me? I see. Anybody? Frozen? Me? Okay. Cap's frozen. Okay, good. I thought it was me. I was gonna like run out of here and come back in. So, phew. I always get so worried when something like that happens, and I'm absolutely sure it's me. I'm just talking to myself. There he is. He'll be back in a sec. Ew, I do not like this view. We do something about this. We could just do that. We can have you guys. We'll just hang out together, guys. I'm gonna start what we're smoking on. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. There he is.
Sorry about
Hi.
that. Hello. Here, I'll put myself back here, and it's
It always
just
worries me. I didn't never know
just
if it's
like-
you or me.
nothing happened. Oh, it was totally
Welcome
me.
back, sir.
I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries. Glad to have you
Bullshit.
back. Otherwise, I'm just sitting
Thank you.
here
Well, thank you.
basically
Yeah,
talking to myself if these
I
guys
don't know
watch
where-
me be an idiot.
I don't know where we were, but let's take that as a
Oh, we're
cue
talking about
to-
poor Daz being DDoSed. And I don't know how good he'll get over it.
It sucks.
Oh,
but-
and then
but,
you got knocked out.
Let's
That's funny.
just take that as a cue to move on
We're going to
to
move on.
our "What Are You Smoking On" segment. I wanted to bring up some people's some dank we got in the chat. Chi-Town Taroso. We got RS11. We got let's see. What did I see too?
Purple Schizo #1.
We got a strawberry
crazy.
cough clone. Some good stuff. Yeah, good
I
stuff.
love that name,
Good
Purple
stuff.
Schizo.
Purple
It's
schizo.
great.
Yeah, right. Does it make you that's gonna freak out the prohibitionists on Twitter, like telling us that like cannabis causes schizophrenia. Like you don't want to like egg them on with the naming of your strains.
What are the effects of this one? It's very uplifting and euphoric, and it scares the normies.
And it makes you hear voices, and you're you're like you go down the rabbit hole on lots of conspiracy theories, and you end up being right. 10 years ahead
What do
of
you
time.
have? Yeah.
10 years ahead of time. What do I have?
What do you got?
I'm smoking on the rest of my root beer sauce.
Ooh,
It's
good one.
delicious. I don't
Love
know.
anything with that root
Did
beer in it.
BGG have a drop recently?
He did.
And
It was on the 13th.
and root beer sauce
I
was
wanna
in there,
say.
I believe.
Root beer sauce was in there, and Scarlet Wolf.
Well,
Yeah.
for those lucky folks out there who purchased a pack, and if you haven't, I don't know if it's still up. Go try to grab some.
Find it.
'cause
Get it. It's worth
I'm
it.
telling you, this root beer sauce is one of the best things I've grown.
Scarlet Howl, thank you.
Ever.
I was like, it's Scarlet something. Scarlet Wolf, Scarlet something. Scarlet Howl. Beautiful. Why don't you just call
Scarlet Howl.
it Scarlet Howling and call it a day?
I don't know. Didn't want to pay homage to howling too much, I guess. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. What do you got, G3?
This is the Straw Chop Cherry that I was going to have to match you last week, but I have it this week. I'm really hoping that she doesn't make me forgetful because I have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So I want to make sure I don't like lose my spot because the Lemon Guru cheese, that is the other strain that I have the majority of right now, she tends to make me start rambling, and then I stop listening to myself, and then I forget where I am. And then I don't know what I was just talking about, and I can't get back to where I was. So hopefully that's not going to happen. So yeah, she's super tangy, but she's not offensively tangy.
Definitely a tamed version. I agree.
Yeah.
Did you
I don't
have
mind
as
it.
much of a, I mean, did she give you as much of a shit fit trimming as she did me?
No, I found her very easy to trim, but I got a very low yield from her.
Interesting. So,
Really, like the buds were very. I had a lot of like little tiny popcorn buds.
yeah.
So by the time it was dry, I could just like pick them up and basically flick those extra leaves off, and it was just like that. There was no real elongated body to it. There wasn't enough space for leaves to kind of tuck their way in. It was just kind of each one was like this one little cluster of bracts. It's great for the grinder, but yeah, it's just like
Interesting.
tiny little pop, literally like just little
Little
popcorns, the whole
So
thing.
like, would you call it larf?
No, because it has density to it.
Okay.
These are real buds. They're just miniature.
Like not golf ball nugs, popcorn nugs, but they're all
Popcorn.
stretched out. Like
Popcorn, but like
internodal
dense
spacing
popcorn.
and-
Marble nugs. There you go.
interesting. So
They're
my
marbles.
question
the little
is,
cat's eye marbles.
did you top?
She was a clone.
Yep. Same clone as mine. Did you top her?
So yes.
You did.
Yes, I did. Yes.
You know, like once, twice.
once.
bunch
Just
of
one. I never
times.
topped more than once.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, like so that's part of like I've been wondering kind of like what happened to my yield this round in comparison to some other rounds of in the past, like the one right before it. My yield sucked. I'm like,
I
don't
have
know
to
what
say
happened.
my yield for all of my plants was really low this run too, and I think it was kind of just I don't know if
Think
it was
genetics
because it
played a
was so cold or if it was just genetics. I think genetics plays a big part to it. These are really, I mean, they're high quality strains. They just don't yield a ton.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. Well, that's just one
that's
variable,
fine.
you
Yeah,
know.
that's fine. It's just like it made me wonder, and my
Like
mind.
what happened? I suck now.
Yeah, well, Like, yeah, like what happened? I fumbled this, like what the hell? Like I could have gotten. I mean, I feel like I don't weigh every single bud at this point in my grow career. You know what I mean? It's just like, but I can estimate. I know based on the jars filled and like what the plants look like and feel like too when I hold them upside down and do my famous captain pose. You know, I'm just like I know which plants are the heaviest.
These are feeling a little light. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. As
I
soon
know.
as I held them up, I was just like, oh, I don't know, little skimpy here, a little skimpy. But my mind immediately went to the topping that I did. Like I remember I showed the plants how I like hacked them all. I probably topped each one like a dozen times. So there were just shoots coming out of shoots coming out of shoots, and I
I
think
maybe that had
topping
something to do with it.
may not be the greatest thing. Like what if you do it to the extent that I did
I
it?
mean, yeah, everything in moderation. Like you train a plant, it's going to be fine. You mainline it, it might throw a fit.
You got to
It's
at
the
least.
same thing.
It's true. And
Like, let's
now
not go to extremes.
you always get your best yielding branches, right, from like your mains. Those like whether it's like if you don't top it all, it's that apical meristem, like the tippy top cola. That's going to be your biggest, fattest buds where the biggest yield comes from. A lot of times, if you're using good genetics, you're going to find that most of those other branches get up to right about the same level in the canopy. Like when I've grown night owl, for example, autoflowers, I don't like to top them at all. Just let them grow all natural, right? And the side branches are virtually indistinguishable. They get almost all the way up to that top cola, and it's just like this almost even canopy. We're talking maybe like 4 inches of difference between that main and all the others, but like the bottommost branch will come up and meet those others. I find, and I don't know. It's just like if you give it the chance to. That is okay. Like those each branch, even the bottommost branch, like coming off of a main stalk, right? Like here's your main stalk, right? And you got that bottom branch, those two that kind of come up in that like symmetrical fashion, and those are mains too, because that's like one of your main routes for nutrients and all those the plant processes to like go up into the canopy, into the buds, into the leaves, all that stuff. It's one of the main highways. Each branch, main highway. So like by topping those main branches, you're blocking the highway. You're making them use side streets. So it's naturally going to slow down all those processes. You're fucking nutrient traffic jam.
Well, you're just like splitting the energy into different places. Anything that would have gone straight up your apical meristem is now getting diverted to all of the other areas. So it's just spreading the energy across the plant more. So as long as you give adequate light, adequate airflow, and there's no reason why the whole plant shouldn't bulk up significantly, especially the ones attached to those main branches, those like bilateral nodes that are coming off your main
bilateral.
stem.
That's a great term for it. Smoke Ring says, kind of agreeing with me, I'm starting to not like all of the extra branches. Primary and secondary is all I want anymore. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of there too, man. Like the more toppings is kind of like there comes a point of diminishing returns. Once, probably a good thing. Twice, thrice, more than that, perhaps not. Yeah, so I say use with caution. Use topping with caution, guys.
I don't top my autos. I will top photos once just because I find difficulty with their height and flipping on time, so
We're
I don't
talking,
want
yeah,
one main thing.
so
I want
I'm
to spread that out.
for sure G3, and I'm talking about my photos now.
Yeah.
Again, I don't top my autos at all. I let them grow, like I said, au naturel, and like those, you'd be amazed how much the side branches will grow if you give them the
Yes.
chance.
But I know what you're saying about like it's slowing down on those, because you've got like that main highway, nutrients and moisture are moving real quick and down up those main
Yeah.
stems. Those capillaries and stuff throughout the plant are really large. And as you get further and further away from your main stem, that it kind of gets lost a little bit.
Yeah, it's a side street.
Things slow down a little bit. It doesn't have as much pressure moving through it. It's just a little slower.
The stems themselves become narrower. You know, they're not like those big beefy main arteries. I would say you get a lot more capillaries and stuff. So I don't know. And this was my photo run where I hacked them, and then I like brought them all back to what appeared to be great health. You know, we went into flower strong. Like I did everything I usually do. I don't think genetics would play that big of a part, though. Honestly, I don't know. Perhaps.
It could be time of year. Could be combination with I think genetics have a lot to do with it. But
You're
who
probably
knows?
right.
Maybe you had a draft or something in there. Maybe you had,
I
one
don't know.
weird variable that was off that just kind of
Vibes were bad.
things were funny. The vibes were bad.
Bad
We're gonna
vibes.
we're gonna
get
figure out how to do all
Kush
good
Cats
vibes.
playlist.
Yeah, that's what
I
you need.
But yeah, no, it was just interesting, and I kind of wanted to talk grow a little bit right at the beginning, so we could talk about some, I don't know, witchy woo woo hour for the next.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I know
we're just gonna
So,
touch on some topics that people probably already do. Maybe they
let's-
don't. They should try.
Well, do we have a better segue than that, or are we just gonna barge our way in? Like
We
with
can go right into it.
bumble and stumble our way into the next segment of the show. Sure.
Yeah. Did
Let's
you
do
want to
it.
talk like actual grow, like your grow right now?
No.
You just wanna talk
Like I just
just
wanted
grow?
to talk like a little bit of grow talk, which was topping, not topping, main
Yeah.
arteries, not So I didn't know if we were gonna like G3. I don't know if it all connects back to the garden or what, or if we're just gonna talk about
doesn't it always contact back to
like,
the garden?
tides.
Always.
I think we're talking about tides,
Yeah.
neap tide,
Tides.
spring tide.
We're talking about all sorts of things. All right. Okay. So
Hell yeah.
we're gonna talk about a lot of cool stuff tonight. We're gonna start way out and we're gonna bring it back in. So we're gonna
Okay.
start way out with the cosmos. So here's the thing, my loves. Everything is vibration. Everything's vibration. You guys know that I'm a big fan of Christopher Guest movies. And in A Mighty Wind, there's this line where two of the characters happen to be in this crazy religion where they worship like vibration and color. And one of the lines is like, humankind is simply materialized color operating on the 49th vibration. And it's supposed to be this like hilarious line. And honestly, the more I learn, the more it makes sense. And that's scary. So let's talk about vibration a little bit
do
because
it.
it
Wasn't
really
it,
matters in a lot of ways.
Nikolai Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, and you have to think in terms of vibration, right?
Yes, everything vibrates. Even the earth has a heartbeat. So we're going to start with the moon. Hugely important. So everybody knows the moon goes through phases. The moon has a 28-day phase cycle. It goes from new moon to full moon and back again in that 28-day period. So you've got 4 weeks. So we're going to talk about the difference between planting on moon cycles between the Farmer's Almanac and there we go.
So
Between the Farmer's Almanac and Witchy Woo Woo. So
before we dive in real quick too, because I'm not sure if it's going to mention it. Like like I said, tides.
yeah.
This is all assuming, like, if you understand that the moon controls water on our planet, and like it literally controls high tide, low tide, spring tide, neap tide, all that stuff. Like it's some of the biggest like tidal exchanges on planet Earth are up in like Canada, the Bay of Fundy. You can watch a video of that. Like it's like a torrent of water between high tide and low tide. Like that's the moon
Cool to see.
doing
Yep.
all of that, right? So if the moon can control water to such an extent, and what is a plant but 90 something percent water, right?
I mean, hell, what are humans? We're like
Yeah, exactly.
70+% water.
You
Cucumbers with anxiety. Like
for
really,
sure.
the moon affects absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. If
And
you have a
if-
giant astral body orbiting the Earth, you're insane to think that it doesn't affect things.
100%.
It absolutely does.
100%. So yeah, like just I'm sorry, I wanted to just kind of
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
into that science real quick because it's
So the Farmer's Almanac is really interested in two main things when it comes to growing and specifically planting by the moon. They're concerned with moisture level and light level. And so a lot of times where people talk about, oh, we're going to plant on the full moon, or oh, we're going to plant on the new moon. Farmer's Almanac is much more concerned with the time period. So they're much more concerned about the period from new moon to full moon, which is your waxing phase, on the period from full moon to new moon, which is your waning phase. So in your waxing period,
waning,
the waxing is getting the wax on,
waxing,
wane off.
waning.
So yep, wax on, wane off. So as the moon is waxing, so the light is growing more and more and more every night, they recommend planting above ground crops. This is annual flowers, anything that bears harvest above the ground. So corn, tomatoes, squash, watermelon, cannabis. So all of those things they recommend planting during the waxing moon because the light is getting more and more and more every single day, so that it encourages vegetative growth.
Gotcha.
Also, as it becomes more and more closer to full moon, the moisture level increases. So as we know, it changes the tides. It brings the moisture levels closer to the top of the soil and it keeps it there. So that moisture is increasingly drawn to the soil surface as time goes by. The seed is soaked further and therefore it has a faster chance at growing. So that's what they suggest for the waxing phase. So they want you to plant all of those things that are going to give you your above ground harvest. Now, for your waning phase, starting from the full moon and going to the moon, they want you to plant things that are going to be growing and harvested below ground. So we're talking about carrots, onions, potatoes, all of your bottom root vegetables, because the light is going to decrease over that time. So as it decreases, you're not going to have a whole bunch of vegetative growth because your light's going down. So it's going to concentrate its energy on its roots to grow out. So when that moon comes back, it can convert more, get bigger, all of that good stuff. So waxing, waning phases.
Wax on, wane off. And the waxing for vegetative, waning for root growth, it seems, which is interesting. Like, so if you're doing clones, maybe you want to do it during the waning part. If you're just looking for rooting,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you certainly could. If you're just looking for that bottom growth.
A couple like moms, you just want to root. So
Right, because you're basically skipping that first like week to 2 week period anyway. So if you're considering you're going to plant around the new moonish, all right, so we've got 2 weeks until the full moon. Okay, so a clone is equates to about 2 weeks worth of age. Get those roots going, get the top going. Absolutely. And if you think about it, never mind, we'll skip ahead to that part in a second.
she's
I have
got
all of my notes. I do have notes. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my space. I'm going to forget something important, and I don't want to forget anything important. So, like I said, these guys are much more interested in phases and doing things by the moon in your time period. I wonder if I can do. Give me 1 second, guys. I just got to pull this up. There we go. Okay. So this is something else I just wanted to mention. So we use this all the time. Plants growing against and towards gravity is called geotropism. And this is how roots and shoots know which way to go. We use this all the time in training. Bend a bitch over is a perfect example of this. You bend a girl over, she's growing sideways. After a while, the stems will go towards the light and start growing up, and those roots will continue growing down. If you turn a pot on its side, roots will start growing down with gravity. So geotropism, it's just another thing. Gravity affects it as well. There is some talk about it affecting the growth of roots, but it's kind of minimal. So I wouldn't even really get into it all that much. This is really cool. So this is the almanac.com webpage. You can put in your zip code. This is not my zip code. I just put in Cherry Hill, the Cherry Hills Dark Skies, because it's a place I like to go to and it's not my house. So this is almanac.com/gardening/planting-calendar. And I can link this in our Discord. You can also look it up on almanac.com. If you put in your zip code, it'll tell you all of your planting dates for spring based on what you're planting. You can see what your last supposed frost date is supposed to be and what the moon cycles are going to be at that time and when you should be planting them. Really helpful.
Cool.
So check that out.
I'm going to use
now-
that for. I'm starting a bunch of like outdoor garden seeds this year.
Yeah, that's
so.
exactly what it's for. I mean, we're not just concerned about Candace here. This is all growing. This is all plants. This is indoor, outdoor, everything.
Great.
So this is your like witchy woo-woo phase. You can see that instead of like the big time periods, craft work and vibe work is a little more interested in more specific time periods. We're talking like 2, 3, 4 day periods where different vibes are going on. And when we're planting, we're mostly looking at the new moon, which matches up with exactly what the Farmer's Almanac says. Plant around the new moon. And then the funny thing is that new moons also mean new beginnings, transitions. If you think about autoflowers, they naturally start to flip themselves into flower right around that 4-week period. So if you plant them right around the new moon, they're going to be transitioning into flower starting right around the new moon. So it's like it matches up so beautifully. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so you can see different moon phases, different things. Full moons is more for like manifestation, celebration, full power stuff. So I like to harvest on full moons. I feel like that gives my plants the most oomph. And that might just be baseless intention. And I'll tell you that like intention has a lot to do with all of this. Very, very, very important. Intention. It's everything.
Okay.
See?
So
yeah.
it seems
Question?
like the new moon would be like where there's the strongest like pull towards, right? Like It's not exactly, because like the tides are based on like the rotation of the moon around the Earth, while like the phases of the moon are not as much. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I forgot my astrophysics degree.
I mean, it's both. Yes. So, the it does the as the moon travels around the Earth, it does pull the tides to it. As the phases of the moon go by, it can affect the intensity of those tides as well.
That's what that's like the difference between like the spring and
Yeah, because tides go up and down every single day.
yeah.
You know, you've got high tide and low tide every single day. So
Interesting. Yeah, so it's just like about
same thing, but
the
different.
the maximizing the like the pull of the moon
Yeah.
in your
So if you
plant.
think about it, a full moon, it almost brings the entire water table higher,
Yeah.
whereas the moon moving around itself kind of creates this like bump, almost like a wave that moves around the planet with the moon. So they both affect it just in slightly different ways.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right.
All right. Here's a fun witchy woo activity that's
Water.
really simple and really easy, and I use it all the time. I highly recommend other people do too. Moon water. So simple. And we use so much water with our plants. Water is everything with these girls. So it's a really easy thing to do. Why do we make moon water? Water is a liquid, and its liquid form allows it to hold the vibration of the light that hits it. So it can hold for periods of time the energetic nature of the moon's rays that are hitting it. So you saw before, as we looked at these things, different moon phases have different intentions and vibes and energies associated with them. So you can absolutely make moon water on each one of those different phases and have a different intention put into it.
Interesting.
Like Kushka says, intent is absolutely
So you use
everything.
your
when it
your
comes to this.
waxing moon water for veg and flower.
Mm-hmm.
You use your waning moon water for your clones, for your mama plants. I don't know.
Yeah, I like to use new moon water for new plants and seedlings, and I like to use full moon water for anything in late veg and going into flower
Okay.
and through flower. So moon water is really, really easy to do. You put water in a vessel and you put it under the moonlight. That's it. It's so easy. So there are some guidelines. The best thing about craft work and all of this is that there are no hard and fast rules. If you think that it's right, it's probably right. We're working with energies here. We're working with intention and vibration. We're working with good thoughts. All of that really matters. And it just because it's invisible, it doesn't mean that it's pointless. So what we're going to do.
Sure that there's no incantations that I need to know?
And you can make some up. I mean, gosh, especially if you like writing, if you like coming up with wordplay, if you like writing songs, if you like doing anything, making funny voices, anything where you're putting emotion or passion or feeling into it makes it stronger, makes it stick, makes those vibrations bigger. And then the water can hold on to them longer.
Cool.
So not only is the water holding on to the moon's vibration, it's holding on to your intentional vibrations as well. Important. So we're going to take
infusing the water
with those good vibes.
positive vibes. lives.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to want to use either filtered or distilled water if it's going to be for, yeah, we're going to get there. We are going to use filtered or distilled water if it is for plant or human consumption.
It's a good question.
Yes. So Outcast asks, does the sun nullify the moon's water effects? Yes, it does. And we're going to get there in just a second. So we are going to take your filtered or distilled water, and you're going to put it in a transparent vessel. If it's opaque, it's not as good. You can do it, but it's not as good. You really want those rays to hit that water. A window still does work. Being outside works. Overcast skies do work. Slightly less effective, but does work. So you want to put it outside, covered in some way, especially if you're going to be drinking it or having your plants drink it. You don't want like bugs flying into it or anything gross. Keep your water clean.
That kind of answered one of my questions too. This works on an overcast night.
It does. Yes, slightly less effective, but just like you can get sunburned on a cloudy day,
Yeah.
those rays do penetrate the clouds. They're just not as intense. So it does work, slightly less effective.
Gotcha.
So something is better than nothing. You want to put it outside for several hours. You can put it outside for short periods.
Okay.
But like I said, the more time that this water has to like vibe with this light and kind of get that into its memory, the better off you are.
Well,
so give it a chance.
It's
Let it
kind
sit
of
outside.
a cool, like, so a lot of people, including myself, will pour their water into a 5-gallon bucket from a tap, like in a bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just let it kind of sit there anyway in the hallway or the bathtub just to off gas the chlorine that comes in your tap water. As that does, it's better for the microbe population in your soil, you know? So like you're letting it sit out anyway. Why not just put it outside overnight, you know? Just
And you
makes
can even
nothing but
keep it in the
sense.
5-gallon bucket. You can get like anything that's clear that can cover the top, because most of the 5-gallon buckets are not clear. Anything that's clear. So you can get like, go to the dollar store and get a clear shower cap and stretch that over the top of your bucket. And that way the light can still hit it. And there's no bugs. It's not gross.
Cool.
And then your plants can drink it and you won't have to worry about
Good
it.
idea.
You don't have to fill the entire res. A little bit of moon water still works. You don't have to get like gallons and gallons and gallons of moon water.
Yeah, is it potent like holy water?
I mean, if you feel that it is, sure, yeah,
A little
absolutely.
goes a long way. You
I
can
have
bless your vessels with it. Like you just keep the moon water, like, and add a little bit of it to each.
so I have a gallon of water.
Depends
that-
how strong your vibes were.
It is, yes.
For
I
real,
have a
though,
gallon
no.
of water that I put outside under the full moon when we had the full moon on Halloween, like a few years ago. So I put out a few gallons of water then, and I start every single one of my seedlings with that.
Nice.
Just
So
because.
just and it. I mean, you're having success with it, obviously.
Of course.
Otherwise, you wouldn't keep doing it.
Yeah, and part of it is because it is important to me. I cannot stress the importance of joy and, almost like tradition
Exploration.
in grow space, and finding things that are little rituals that kind of cement the important things around your grow that make it yours. All of that is so important for dopamine and norepinephrine and serotonin and all of those chemicals that we want flowing in our body so desperately. It's really important for all of that. So rewind back to Moonwater real quick, because let me get through this.
Yeah.
So intentions. Like we said, intentions are the most important. I just kind of hold my water and think about what I want it to do. I want it to make my plants grow big and strong. I can imagine those plants growing. I can imagine the roots tunneling through the soil. I can imagine the stems thickening. I can think about what I want this water to bring to my plants. And that's as good as
Visualization.
anything. You can look at the water and scream, make my plants grow into it. And that works as intention. Anything you want. Put your vibes in there. Tell the plant what you wanted, or tell the water what you want it to do for your plants. And then you just let it sit out in the moonlight for however long you like. And you want to make sure that you bring it in before the sun rays hit it. As soon as the sun hits it, it is no longer
no.
moon water. It is now sun water.
Vampire holy moon water.
Yep. If
That
you have
is
moon
wild.
water and you leave it in your house and sun rays hit it through a window, it is now sun water. It can change. So make sure once you make your moon water, you keep it somewhere shaded and quiet. And I mean, you could even put something around it to keep it safe from other light sources, from the sun specifically.
Yeah, like
Other light sources are fine.
How dark are we talking now? Like I want to put it immediately.
You just don't want direct rays on it. So like if you have it lighting up your space, like, okay, you just don't want direct sunbeams hitting it. I keep mine shaded. I like
Okay.
like wrap
So
stuff
even in
around
the
it.
shadow, like it would be fine. It's more like like a gremlin, like where it
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
direct light.
Like a troll under the bridge.
All right, so it can hide in the shadows. All right,
Yeah.
that's cool.
We
That's
just
cool.
don't want direct rays of sun on it because then it becomes sun water.
You know, like it like fizzles out. You can see the vibes just
Yep.
escaping
sealed in a-
into the ether.
Cool, dry place. And that's it. Then you have moon water. You can water your plants with it. You can drink it. You can put it in your res. You can fill your entire res with it. You can put a few drops in your res if you want. You can water stuff in with it. You can make teas with it. You can clean your house with it. You can bathe or shower with it. It's just good vibes in a bucket.
Like I said, I think like, you know, the stronger the vibes, the more potent the moon water. So like you need to come up with some kind of incantation. You need to be singing like your song, like your plants a song. You need to be performing like sketch comedy for your plants. You need to infuse the vibes to such an extent that you can literally bless each bucket of water with these vibes. That's what I'm thinking of now.
I like it.
Like how do I create such a potent experience in one night of moon water infusion that I can use this bucket for the next like month?
I mean, get yourself hyped up. Some good music. Get those vibes rolling. Smoke some really excellent weed. Get yourself going in the mood.
So we're gonna have Limp Bizkit on, like keep rolling, 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 roll. Keep.
I said
you know,
good music, but play whatever gets you going.
just get amped. I'm gonna have like
Yeah.
90s new metal playing. Like
It
Freak
is
on the
nice to
Leash.
get yourself into a good mental frame mindset before you spout forth these intentions. If you're like running between dropping the kids off and cleaning up from dinner and doing this, that, and the other thing, it's a little bit hard to focus on what you want to happen. So just take a minute and breathe and center yourself and focus. Otherwise, it's not intentions, it's just noise. All right.
G3. Don't do that, Kush Cat. Don't do that, man.
No, I mean, I
Yo,
do like
Limp Bizkit was so good
Limp
in
Bizkit
98.
is a vibe from an era. Like
Come
you
on.
can't ever take that away from
Like,
them.
when that came out in like 1998, that was like the coolest thing ever. Listening to like the rattling bass
Oh my
in the back of my
God.
friend's Honda
Get
Civic.
it all for the nookie.
Come on. We all know that. We all know
Yeah.
that. Like
It's part of our childhood. That's
I
just
think the
something you can
vibes
never
would
take
be
away from us.
strong. That's all I'm saying. I think the vibes are strong. Like Woodstock 99 vibes. That's a potent that's potent. That may not be good vibes, but it's potent. How do we channel that? Less fires, less Woodstock 99. More.
I don't know if anybody's going for Woodstock 99 vibes, so I think we're pretty safe from it.
Dude, that was the scariest. Oh my God.
It
Like,
was just like,
you
wow,
remember? Yeah, like what if
that
what a
escalated quickly.
yeah. And like they just never talked about it again. Like it was just like oops, yeah, I guess we did put Limp Bizkit on stage like as the fires started to rage. What did we think would happen?
Very smart, very smart.
But that's a potent experience, G3. That's all I'm trying to say. with that.
Absolutely. The vibes, I'm sure, were immaculate.
No, they were very
The
bad.
opposite
very
of
bad.
immaculate.
Lots of people thirsty and
They were
pissed
intense. They were intense. What's the
Intense
opposite of
vibes.
immaculate? Devious. The
Yeah.
vibes were malevolent.
Yes, that's a good one. Malevolent vibes for sure.
Intense for sure.
Um,
Yep. Speaking of malevolent vibes, there are a couple of times a year where we do not want to do moonwater. Twice a year, we have eclipse season. So eclipse season happens generally right around now, and then in like September, October. And we actually had an eclipse today. I don't know
No
if
shit.
anybody knew about that.
Really?
Yep, there was a solar eclipse today. It was only visible, I think, through Antarctica. So usually we have a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse and then a lunar eclipse. We have a lunar eclipse on March 3rd. So don't do moon water then. Eclipses, because there is such a huge shift, because the literal planetary body gets in the way, the vibration is too chaotic. So it is not recommended that you use eclipse light for moon water. So just skip those months. Moon water can keep. So as long as you,
Now you got me curious.
yeah, I have, and it just means that things just go a little screwy. I have personal suspicion that eclipse water causes harms more often than not, but I have yet to completely prove that. That would be a really funny and silly and ridiculous scientific
Oh
experiment
my God. I
someday
can
if
see
I
like
ever have the time.
you writing a dissertation on that. Like, like
Chaotic
using-
moon water and the result of herms and
Like,
cannabis.
you've
Love it.
used university resources to fund this study, and damn it, I have results. Like, that would be incredible. Actually, I think there might be something to it. To be honest,
That would be really fun, honestly. I would never have the time, but maybe someday. All right, speaking of other chaotic nonsense, Mercury retrograde.
wonder what else it could cause. Like yeah, I mean, 'cause I'm thinking like herms would be a chaotic event in your grow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just what else is a chaotic kind of like you got?
I don't know.
Thrown the old grow screwball.
Anything that can go awry.
Love that word.
Higher pests, more, I don't know, susceptibility to disease.
Yeah,
I don't know.
for sure.
Bad vibes. It's the
Susceptibility.
bad vibes. Keep the bad vibes. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. So no eclipse moon water.
Yep.
And don't
Now-
let the sun touch it.
Again, this is all like thought and intentions. If you want to screw around and use chaotic moon water,
But there's more.
by all means, my darling, fuck around and find out.
So, like, just no how do lunar eclipses work? Is it like there's not like a path like in a solar eclipse? You know what I mean? Like where there's only a certain part of the globe that will see the solar eclipse. Is the lunar eclipse kind of like everyone gets it, or is it like
Yes.
does it follow a path? You know? Yeah, no,
Okay,
there's more
so
lunar
a
eclipses
lunar
than you'd
eclipse,
think.
yeah, you see, a lunar eclipse happens twice a year, and we see them. The moon doesn't go completely black. It just turns like a really dark reddish color for a little bit, because what happens is a lunar eclipse happens because the Earth is between the moon and the sun. So the Earth is blocking the light from the sun to the moon. The
Okay.
moon doesn't have its own light. It only reflects light. So because we're blocking its light source, it just becomes
Gotcha.
really, really shady. Because the sun is so bright, the light still creeps around the edges of the Earth, and it's still like, it doesn't make the universe completely black. So the moon never goes out at night. It just makes it very, very shady and like reddish
All right.
color.
So here's my question, G3. You just kind of brought it up. Like, if the moon is just a reflection of the sun, then why isn't sun water what we're looking for?
Because it's it vibrates differently.
Different wavelengths.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No. Thank you.
Different vibrations. So another crazy chaotic time, and we'll just go over this super fast, is Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde,
Cool.
I use more as like a check my ass in the grow than anything else. Mercury retrograde happens when, and here's the fun thing with them. Let's see if I can get this to play. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so Mercury retrograde happens because Mercury's orbit is faster than Earth's is. So it kind of like loops us, where it goes faster than us. So you can see this. It's an optical illusion that as Mercury moves around the sun faster than we do, it creates this optical illusion 3 to 4 times a year for about 3 weeks each time, that it looks like Mercury is going backwards in the sky instead of forwards. That backwards motion is called retrograde.
Can you play that again, please?
I certainly can. So you can see that from where Earth is, it looks like Mercury is moving forward in the sky, and then it turns and it goes backwards for 3 weeks, and then it goes forwards again, and then it goes backwards for 3 weeks, and then forwards again.
Can you imagine what like ancient astronomers thought when they saw that shit? Like, what were they just like, oh my god?
They thought it was Mercury
God,
retrograde and everything went wonky.
Is that where like they observed this first? This phenomenon came from like they were like,
they absolutely observed these things. They were very observant of the stars.
They were just like, do not set sail during Mercury retrograde.
Basically,
like,
we'll play this one more time.
Do not go out onto the sea. That's so nuts, G3.
So the theory behind it is that the alteration in the observed movement causes a difference in the vibration that we receive from it. Therefore, things like communication and technology and travel can go a little wonky. And there can be lots of delays in things that are unexpected, and you kind of have to roll with the punches a little bit. Things can just go awry. So I use this instead of like freaking out, like, oh my God, Mercury retrograde. I just use it as 3 times a year. I double check all of my equipment. I double check to make sure that everything is functioning properly. I double check to make sure all of my timers are good. Everything looks clean. Nothing's running hot.
That's so funny.
Everything is just working properly, so that if Mercury retrograde wants to bite me in the ass, no, it won't. at least not there.
I wonder, like, looking back on all the times my grow equipment has bitten me in the ass, I wonder if I charted it on Mercury and if it were in retrograde or not, like how many times it was, and I just didn't know it. You know what I mean? Like that's an insane, like, upper level grower advice.
It's just something to be aware of, I
And
guess.
what
Does
it's
it
like
actually
three times
affect
a year
things?
is perfect.
I
too,
don't
to,
know.
like, really
Yeah, to just double check things. It
everything.
just gives
Yeah.
you a good solid rotation to make sure that you're checking to make sure everything is functioning properly.
Yeah,
I
you're
can
like,
tell you that I have broken a lot of glass pieces during Mercury retrogrades. So just be exceptionally careful with things. Be careful with communication in the community.
not
Especially
today,
because
Mercury.
we talk to each other online a lot, and messages and meanings can be misconstrued or misconveyed. And so it's always a good idea just to remind yourself during those times, hey, let's just double check to make sure that I'm not mishearing something. Let's double check to make sure I'm not going to knock my glass over. Let's double check to
Yeah.
make sure that all of our grow equipment is functioning properly. Let's double check to make sure our friends are doing okay. So it's just, I use it as a time to go a little extra further to make sure that things are not going to go badly. Get
like
ahead
it.
of things. So, yeah, Mercury
like
retrograde. So the Mercury retrograde scheduled for this year, we've got February 26th to March 20th. So that's coming up pretty soon. June 29th to July 23rd, and October 24th to November 13th. So get your shit together and you won't have anything to worry about.
Just don't let Mercury bite you in the ass.
Yep. All right, now we're going to get a little bit closer to home. This is going to be a little less cosmic woo and a little bit closer to vibrations our plants can actually feel. So, solfeggio frequencies.
Ooh.
I love these. You guys hear me talk about my Hertz frequency playlists a lot. At least I hope you do, because I talk about them a lot. So, solfeggio frequencies are these 9 specific frequencies. They're used in sound therapy, and they range anywhere from like 174, is that right? Yeah, 174 to 963 hertz. That's the sound therapy range that humans use. And you can see listed here the therapeutic effects that are reported with each specific hertz frequency. Everything from at 174, you're relieving pain and stress, up to communicating with your higher self and levels of enlightenment over at like 963. The ones that are most commonly used are like 417 and 528. So 417 is undoing situations, facilitating change, and 528 is transformation and DNA repair. So those are the most common sound therapies used for humans. Plants also have different sound therapies, and these are the ones that have been studied. So where do the sound therapies come from, and how did solfeggio frequencies occur? So solfeggio frequencies have been around for a really long time. These things go back to the Benedictine monks, like Gregorian chants, way back in like the 11th century. So this monk named Guido de Rezo, he took this hymn called Ut Queant Lexis, something like that. And he pulled these 6 tones, notes, frequencies out of this hymn to help teach people how to sing. And these were the original 6 notes that all of these Gregorian chants are based on. And they're supposed to have these therapeutic healing tendencies. And if you guys have ever heard Gregorian chants, they do something to you when you listen to them. You can feel it inside. So they're interesting. I recommend you listen to some with some headphones. So these were really popular. He studied them all of these hymns and stuff were written in them, and then it kind of fell out of favor, fell out of knowledge until it was revamped in the 70s. And this Dr. Joseph Puello brought them back into the public eye, and he added 3 more frequencies of his own to bring the total up to 9. So we have these 9 healing frequencies, and there are lots of studies about these. Tons of studies about these. So I highly recommend go check out NIH, and you can read about sound therapy. Each one of these is supposed to be associated with a different chakra, a different part of the body. So these vibrations affect you and your cells differently. There are tons of these playlists around. I definitely recommend you trying them out. And then your plants can try them out too. So they have done a whole lot of hertz and frequency studies on plants as well to see how they respond. And the response from plants to music and frequencies and vibration is huge. We're talking like up to 50% more growth in some of these cases. It's massive. So different frequencies play different things. The area that a lot of growers like to use for their plants playlists is that vegetative growth and health phase, that like 396 to 432 area. And then the 528 health and transition is really good in switching into flower. And then
I'm noticing how like the plant, what it says it's good for plants is kind of overlapping with the way it's good for people too. Like,
isn't that interesting that similar frequencies respond to carbon-based life forms in similar ways?
Like if you're saying, right, like, so root development in the 174 hertz range is in people, it's relieving pain and stress. Well, like when does a plant most need root development? Like maybe when you've taken a cutting and it's experienced pain and stress, like.
I mean, there's nothing more stressful than germination, is there?
Perhaps. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Same with, the seedling growth stimulation, like that's the healing tissue and organs, vegetative growth, overlapping with liberating guilt and fear in people. So it's like the plant suddenly feels comfortable in its new environment and its surroundings, its existence. And it
and that flows right into that
itself.
Change. Yeah,
And then
similar in both.
For sure, it's insane. Yeah, too. Like the blooming and flowering overlaps with like connection and relationships too.
Yep, and that's exactly how you connect to and have a relationship with your plant as well. I mean, that's cool. The product that she gives you at the end, the reward for all of your hard work, all of her hard work, the culmination of your beautiful relationship. So yes, these all, and just like you're moved by music, your plants will be moved by music too. So play music when you're in the garden.
No, how do you do this in reality? Now, do you have a playlist?
There are
generator?
Tons of playlists out there. Tons.
And does it just play it like a solid tone, or does it does it pulsate? How does it sound?
It there are different versions of it. I mean, every song that you listen to has a frequency to it. So even your favorite songs, put on Limp Bizkit,
just like
and
one
it has
note.
a frequency. So
now I'm wondering what's the is Wes Borland's guitar scratch in I did it all for the nookie. Is that a solfeggio
what frequency
tone?
is that?
Is that 174 hertz? No, it's probably more like 528. See, it's like I know that like in music, like a note is a certain frequency, like 440. Okay, I can tell you is the note A.
Yep,
it's what we base our modern tuning off of, right? So how if a frequency in like 417, okay, is the undoing situations and facilitating change frequency. Like, how do you play this? It would, in reality, just sound like a solid tone. It would be like,
You can solid tones, yeah, but there's also like the playlists are more, I don't like ASMR-y, very like Enya background. Like it's very quiet,
sail away,
soothing,
sail away,
meditative
sail away.
type music. Because a lot of these things, when you're listening to these, you can be passively listening and you can be actively listening. You get more of an effect if you're actively listening. So if you're taking the time to sit and letting these vibrations actually flow over you and paying attention to how that feels, that's going to have a different effect than if it's just playing in the background and you're paying attention to something else. Again, intent is everything. So your plants are kind of always actively listening. They don't have a choice because they absorb vibration all the
Captive
time.
audience.
Right. So I personally have an Echo Dot next to my tent. And I will tell it for an hour every day to play a specific playlist from YouTube.
Alexa, play Woodstock 99 for my grow tent speaker. The closing act. After the sun went down.
You guys might have heard, gosh, I can never remember his name. He was a Japanese scientist who studied people's reactions to emotional words and how that affected water.
Okay.
You guys heard of this? I'm sure you've heard of this. You might have heard of this. I can't remember his last name.
The water like around the people, or
yeah. So the experiment was that in this subway station, I believe in Japan, there were bottles of water, and attached to each bottle of water there was a word or a phrase. I hate you. I love you.
Okay.
And people would have an emotional response when looking at these words, and the theory was their vibrational emotional response would interact and affect the water, and then the water would change on a microscopic level. And then looking at the crystalline structure of that water on a microscopic level, the ones that are associated with the I hate you and you're ugly and all of these terrible negative ones, it looked really cloudy and murky, and the structures didn't look good together. It looked like almost cancerous. And then if you looked at the ones that were associated with I love you, those ones they almost looked like snowflakes. Very structured, very crystalline, very beautiful. Now, I believe that there has been some argumentation as to the repeatability of this experiment. However, it does bring into the question how much vibration and your vibration can affect water, people, plants around you. I mean, you know what it feels like when you walk into a room and somebody is in a really bad mood and they're giving off a bad vibe, or if you meet somebody and they're really creepy and you kind of like get the ick from them and you just don't know, something's just wrong and you're not really sure, like you just get a bad vibe from them. You can feel that. That's not, everybody in this chat, everybody listening, I know you felt that at some point in your life. Your plants can feel those vibes too. So that's one of the reasons.
My plants get the ick when I come into the grow tent. Like,
it's one of the reasons why interacting with your plants helps your mood. If you come in and your vibes are bad, your plants will like help balance that out, really. But I would also recommend checking yourself, checking your vibe before going into your grow space, because as much as your plants will help you balance out your vibe and make you happier and kind of bring that energy back up, I believe that it is somewhat stressful for them to do so over and over and over again. So while we can rely on our plants to help our mood, sometimes we also have to remember they're living creatures, and bombarding them over and over again with negative energy is not cool. Be a cool person to hang out with. Get your shit together before you go
can't,
see your girls.
Yeah. No, don't it's not bring your personal problems to the garden day.
Yeah, sometimes it's fine. Ask them if they have the space
leave them
for
at
it.
the door.
You got the spoons for this, you know?
It's leave. Like maybe like water them first. Like give them like a little love first. Ask them how their day was, and then bombard them with your own.
Yeah.
issues.
So just be conscious of the vibrational energy you're bringing in. Music, yourself, doing something like playing a musical instrument for your plants is wonderful. Not only are you there looking at them and you're practicing your instrument, but your plants are getting that musical interaction and that personal interaction, and you're breathing on them and you're talking to them probably, or you're cursing your whatever you're playing. All of that is good for them.
So I can
Vibrations are good.
I can bring up my amp and try to learn Limp Bizkit guitar parts in my plants as a captive audience.
I'm sure they'd love it. They'd love it.
Gonna love it.
They'd love it. Absolutely.
I can't even think of I don't even know what the guitar sounds like in those songs. New metal.
It's
Had
all
to
like
be there.
chucky, like
Had to be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very chuggy. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's when the kind of chugging kind of came from. Man, yeah, what an era. What an era. But
oh man, so much
think-
anger.
I think like the point is, no matter what you kind of bring up into the garden in that respect, anything you are playing yourself is going to have like potent energy for your plants. That's, live music, as we know, affects the actual sound, like the actual vibrational energy of the sound
Yep.
waves itself. It's a different experience. So
Oh yes, for sure.
live
And your
music
plants
for plants.
love the live music too. Give them a concert. So we like those vibes. There are other things that can hold vibes in your garden too. A really great one is crystals. Everybody loves something shiny, right? We want shiny, beautiful things in our tents.
We do.
So crystals are a great thing to have in your tents. They have their crystalline structure allows them each to have their own vibrational tendencies, and those vibrational tendencies can do different things. So I like moss agate. It reminds me of outside. It makes me think that the plants think of it as outside. Maybe it vibrates outside, like outside. It's supposed to be akin to nature. So intent, my intent is that it helps them grow, and I feel like it does.
The kind of theory in crystals, if I'm not mistaken, is that like they can kind of capture a frequency in a sense, and then like vibrate it back when when not
yes.
there.
Both that, so they both have their own intrinsic vibration by themselves.
Okay.
That's why each crystal has like a vibe to it. I know I keep saying vibe, but that's what it is. They each vibrate differently, so they each have a tendency towards different things. Rose quartz is used for a lot of like female feminine work, so I think rose quartz is really great for your flowering girls. Moss agate is very similar to outside. Amethyst can be used in the place of almost anything, and so can clear quartz. All of those are water safe. The important thing with crystals is you want to make sure that you're using a water safe crystal.
Wait, what do you mean water safe?
So there are crystals that are dangerous to use in water for a variety of reasons. Anything with a Mohs hardness scale of 5 or less. So Mohs is the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest, 1 being the softest. Anything 5 or less in hardness can kind of be chipped away, can dissolve in water. And so you don't want to be slowly dissolving crystals into your plant's water. It won't like that. Nobody like that. So you want to make sure you stay away from anything too soft. You also want to stay away from anything that has minerals in it that can rust. Anything with straight iron.
Okay.
Meteorites will will rust.
Gotcha.
All things that can rust, we don't want any of that in our soil or near our plants. And there are also crystals that can release toxins. So you just really want to make sure anything that ends in ite is probably not safe.
Okay.
You can see I have a list of
Yeah.
water safe and water not safe ones are here, and this is just a general guide. Water safe ones: clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst, smoky quartz. All of the quartzes are great. Citrines, all of your agates. So moss agate, tree agate, like all the agates. Moonstone, jasper, tiger's eye, aventurine, obsidian, amber, all of those are totally fine. Just double check your stones, rocks, crystals before you put them in with your plants. Or if you really like them and want to use them, put them somewhere where they're not going to come in contact with water. Just don't put it in the pot.
Gotcha.
Put it in like your little sleeve or something next to them, or put a little altar stand in the middle. Make it
A little
vibe
shrine.
shine without putting your plants in danger. We just want to make sure. You always want to know what's going into your pots, what your plants are ingesting. It's just smart.
Cool.
Did
Yeah.
you-
No. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, good.
I was just gonna say I too have used crystals to great effect growing plants in pots. Like there's a thing to it. Like I use those solfeggio frequencies, and like I kind of did it a little differently, where like I would use like a tone generator. You can go on to a Google search, tone generator, input 417 hertz. It goes
And just let it
and
go.
just let it rip.
And that
Seriously.
absolutely works
And it,
for
like,
sure.
yeah, like put the crystal right near the speaker and keep it there for like, I don't know, a couple hours, depending on how loud it is. Intensity, intent, all that stuff. And then use them near the plants, in the pots. I mean,
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. And then to take it into a slightly more woo-woo phase, we do like to cleanse our crystals. And you can do that under a full moon. It's just like a good idea just to reset the energetic value of the things, wipe everything clean. And so it can
Under a full moon?
under a full moon.
Interesting. So not like the opposite of
No, full moon cleanses.
full moon cleanses.
Full power. So yeah, full moon light.
yeah,
And
okay.
you can use, it doesn't have to be, like I said before, a
It's
lot
like a
of this stuff, this
recharge.
energetic work is all done in phases. If you miss the full moon, that's okay. You can use the night before, you can use the night after. It just because the light is a little less intense, it doesn't mean that it won't work. Your intent is strong, it'll be fine. Phases. It's not like,
it's-
I missed it. I'm screwed. I can't ever do it again. No, don't worry about that. The
gotta
second
wait.
cool thing about crystals is
4
they're pretty and
weeks.
shiny. When you see them,
They are.
they make you happy. When you get happy, you get dopamine, you get norepinephrine, you get also serotonin,
All those secondary
oxytocin,
metabolites.
all of those amazing things. So we got like the love hormone being released. We've got the happiness, feel good hormones released. We've got attention and focus and all of those things, all because you glance at something that makes you happy, that makes you smile, that makes you feel good. And if you have pretty stones in your tent, those vibes are going every time you see them. Those plants can feel it. The exact same thing happens when you see stickers or totems or trinkets
Yeah,
or
I was just thinking, you made
other
my mind
things
go
from
right to
people's
stickers.
community.
It's funny you said that. So,
yep, all of the little like statues that you get from your friends in the community that you put with your plants, all the stickers that you put hopefully above your light,
those pretty little shiny objects that,
all the things that just make your heart swell when you see them.
hey,
That causes a change in your vibration. That chemical being released into your system makes a physical change in your body. The plants can respond to that. So, seeing something from your friend, someone you love and admire, is an important part of it. Having that community will help your plant.
I could put that awesome Limp Bizkit poster
Yeah.
in my grow tent.
And every time you see it, you're just like, Fred, my man.
He's got that
gonna
cool
make it
backwards
grow.
Yankee cap and
Mm-hmm.
Wes Borland with like the crazy black. He had black contacts. Was it? It just looked like
No, that
some-
was Monkey.
Oh,
guitar
okay.
player.
All right.
Bass player? Bass player.
Was Borland the bassist then?
I think that was him. I don't know his name. I just know what he was.
I only
I
knew
think he went by Monkey.
I only knew two guys.
I
Interesting.
know they were interesting. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
no, I'm putting
Great
my
characters.
I'm breaking out the Limp
I have
Bizkit
Nokia
poster,
in my head.
the
Oh my
corn
God.
poster I got from Sam Goody. I got it folded up in a box upstairs. I'm breaking it out and putting it upstairs.
Such a freak
Good
on a
vibes.
leash. All those good vibes.
Great
Yeah.
vibes, G3. But this is an awesome. I love the like the PowerPoint you put together.
I mean, it's just to keep me in place. But, and for you guys to see things that I didn't want to have to say too many times. But, I mean, one final thing I'm just going to touch on real quick is naming your plants.
Oh, hell yeah.
And this is not woo-woo. This is actually science. It just feels like woo-woo. There's been a ton of studies done about this.
I'm sorry. I have to acknowledge the comment of the
Oh, I
night.
like it.
Smoke Ring 420 says, "Give your plants some hot dog flavored water." Hot dog flavored
I
moon
wonder
water.
what what the dissolved parts in that would actually be.
Yeah, what's the NPK?
Yeah.
of hot
What's your
dog?
ppm? What's your EC of hot dog
Yeah,
water?
it depends how many hot dogs you make. Volume of water. But this is you gotta wonder. You gotta do a full TDS check, pH check.
I really want somebody to try that.
Hot
Please
dog
try that and
flavored
report back to
moon
me.
water. That might
Hot
be
dog
the,
flavored
that
moon
might be
water.
the name of the show.
I love it. Oh man. Perfect.
Yeah, it really is. I'm sorry. You were talking about naming your plants.
Oh, yes. Okay. So we name everything. We name most of the important things in our lives, right? So you name your kids, you name your pets, you name your car. There's something like over 60% of people in the US name their car. You know,
Oh,
you make up
yeah.
nicknames for the people that you love. Names have so much power to
Like
them.
your
And
guitar.
yeah, they create this really intimate connection, this bond between you and either a person or a plant or a thing, noun of choice. All of those things are important. It strengthens your emotional bond. You're more likely to care about the outcome, the survival, how well the plant thrives becomes part of your ego, becomes part of your identity as you connect yourself to this plant by simply giving it a name. It conveys ownership, and that bond is important. The plant is way more likely to thrive if they have an individual name. It also helps you with memory. If you have a specific plant, you can remember, oh, this one is really sensitive to this. This one liked this or didn't like that. And it will help you remember years down the line. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to read a story or it was like person A said this and person B said that, and then A and then B and then B and you're like, what the hell? Whereas if you're like, you know, Andy went over to Bob and they said this, you're much more likely to remember that story because you recognize them as an individual person. If you recognize your plant as an individual, it helps across the board. It's going to help your plant grow stronger and better, and it's going to help you remember things. It's just easier.
So, does that affect you on come harvest day? Like, making that more like intimate connection with the plants. Let's say you got 4 plants in your tent. I got Cheryl, I got Lauren, I got Heather,
Yeah.
I got I don't know, Beatrice. So we got 4 girls, and I'm really fond of them. You know, like I've been taking care of them for the last 9 weeks through flower, and even before that in veg. And I mean, shit, I popped them all from a little seed, watched them grow from little seedling. I'm quite fond of them, especially Beatrice.
Yeah. And I'm sure you took super good care of her because of it. And
So like,
you
come harvest day, I'm
probably,
just gonna like, I'm gonna be like, oh, Beatrice,
it is hard. It can be.
Beatrice.
You do form an emotional connection to your plants. But I also I'm able to look at them and thank them for what they did for me, what they grew for me, the effort and energy they expended to give me this amazing gift in reward for giving them the best life possible. They're plants, they're going to die at a certain age anyway.
I know. I'm just.
Yes,
It's
is
a
it
great
hard?
answer.
It sure is. It's absolutely can be. Have I cried when I've chopped certain plants before? Uh-huh. Will I cry when I chop more? Probably. I'm very
Fair.
connected to my girls.
Fair.
But that just makes me a better grower and paying more attention when they are people instead of plants.
like that.
Anthropomorphize. I swear to God, Disney destroyed me.
I anthropomorphize everything.
Yes,
that's
I do.
that's a rule
Fuck
of
the
mine.
brave little
It's
toaster,
fun.
man.
Yeah, right. Did that do something to our brains as a kid,
Yes.
perhaps? But
Oh my, all of our literature
what's
and
the,
cinema that we grew up through were like trials and tribulations and trauma. Okay. We get
for
like
sure.
Watership Down and Where the Red Fern Grows and,
Bridge to
The
Terabithia.
Secret of Nim and Bridge to Terabithia and Chuck Everlasting. Like these, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
These
yeah,
are not, this is, now they have books where everybody gets along with each other.
Yeah, no, we had real strife in our kids' stories. They were like, you'd show up to school the next day, like, why'd you make me read that? Like Old Yeller, come on.
Oh my gosh.
That was like 4th grade reading for me.
I read My Girl and had like a panic attack.
It's like, my lord. And then 5th grade came and we did All Quiet on the Western Front, and they're like, oh, that's okay, real heavy now.
We were dealing with death and loss at a very young age.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's, I don't even know how we got into that sidetrack. I'm trying to remember the path we took
I don't know.
to weave
Anyway,
our way there.
that's enough woo that I'll shout at you guys. Watch your
No,
vibration.
G3,
pay
that
attention
was-
to your girls. Pay with the moon.
That was awesome.
It's just a little extra. And here's the thing, everything is magic until it becomes science. It's just magic until we explain it. It's just, we know that the vibrations and the energies are there. We know that humans and plants respond to these things. We have the studies. It's just really easy to throw it into your routine, even if it's just a little funny and silly thing to do. And maybe it'll help your girls. It certainly can't hurt. I dare you.
So that kind of begs the question: can it hurt? If it can help, right? If there can be a positive effect from such things, can we dabble in what if we use Mercury retrograde eclipse water and we infuse it with bad vibes and all the things, like the I hate you water. Can we I mean, would
if you
that
want to watch the world burn,
so I'm
you
just thinking,
can. I don't know why you would want
if
to,
you
but
believe,
you certainly can.
if one believes that it would create positive effects from doing things in such a way. You would also have to believe that, like, in doing all the things we just mentioned, like, I mean, if I watered that into my plants, would I see like dead growth coming from the top, like deformities, like browning? You know what I mean? Like nutritional deficiencies that I like don't
No,
have.
because the opposite of love is
lockout.
not hate. The opposite of love is apathy.
Fair point.
So I don't
But-
think you can have too much love. You can't. I wouldn't go in and like shake your plant. That might be too much vibration.
No shaking.
You do want
shaking
vibrations from oscillating fans or
shaking
whatever, but
seedling
don't like go in and
syndrome.
shake the shit out of your plants. Don't do that. That's too much vibration.
That makes me think that's like, all right, just another sidetrack, because it's cultivation conversation. It's Tuesday night. They make you sign forms at the hospital, G3, that like you're not gonna shake your child.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like not just one, but like several forms, and like different people will keep coming in with them. Like I know like you did this before, but we have to like get your signature again. Like just so you know, like shaking baby syndrome is not good. Like if they cry, you're not supposed to shake them. Just like I didn't know that needed to be said, but okay. Like it's the same with like seedlings, I guess. You just don't want to like.
Bad vibrations.
Bad vibes are bad for everybody. Babies, seedlings.
No shaken plant syndrome.
Yeah. So
I
guess what I'm
lightly
thinking is
soothe the plant syndrome.
we need to have some kind of a form that we distribute to new growers that like they promise. You promise not to shake your seedlings too hard in order to take them home.
You're gonna have to give away your trim bag.
I don't know if I could do that. I love that thing, G3. I love that.
Those are some bad vibrations.
The trim bag. Yeah, no, they're rough vibrations. I'll give you that much.
I guess
What
if the
about-
strain is a masochist, it's fine.
Not about bad. It's not
Maybe
bad.
only tangies. I feel like tangies are masochists. I don't know why.
I'm telling you, that thing produces results. Results, damn it. Yeah, that was actually, that was an awesome.
That was actually pretty okay.
Not
I love
not
you,
what I
Cal.
was thinking. Not what I was thinking. I was just like I love that, and I hope our audience got as much from that as I did.
This is my cis science.
Well,
My witch science.
It really does kind of make sense in a scientific way. That's the
It does.
thing
I mean,
that's-
all of this stuff that kind of feels witchcrafty is just there are papers supporting all of it.
Well,
I will,
like you said,
I'm happy to, as always, my
magic.
loves. I am happy to cite my sources. So if you'd like links to any of
Yeah.
these things, just DM me and I'm happy to send them over.
She's got the receipts, people.
I like to read these things. It's important. But
Ah,
there's
for
some
sure.
really cool papers on the results of different frequencies on plants. Like there are so many papers in the National Institutes of Health on different growth patterns and the results of it at different times. I mean, up to like 8,000 hertz they're playing at these plants. Nuts. So cool. So check it all
I
out.
wonder.
Throw
yeah,
some water
wonder
under
what-
the moon, get a pretty rock. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Like the plants have like a PAR level for light spectrum absorption, right? Like not sure what it is off the top of my head, but you see the spectrum of like photosynthetic radiation that the plants can use, from like infrared all the way up to like ultraviolet, and it's it is a spectrum. There is light that exists outside of the spectrum that the plants can't see, for lack of better words, right? So extend that to the sound vibrations. Like, what is the plant's like range of hearing in hertz? I just
have
wonder.
No idea.
I just wonder.
I wonder too.
Like,
I And
they respond more like, like just more easily observable. They respond to light in a much more observable manner. But they also respond to music and frequency, sound, as we know too. But like, it's just harder to observe that change in the plants. But I'm sure they do. It's just curious. What's
they
the
do.
range
And I'm
of
sure that there's a
hearing for
big
plants?
difference in, like, humans have a working hearing range, and then outside of our hearing range, we can still be affected by noises even though we can't hear them. So I'm sure plants
Oh,
are
for
similar.
sure.
There must be like maybe there's an active range and an inactive range. I don't know. I'll look into it. Well, I have more papers to read on this stuff, so it's all neat.
Like if there were a dog whistle going off in like a extremely high decibel level, like that means just really loud, right next to you constantly, don't you think like there would be like something in your psyche telling you that, like, even though you can't hear it, you know what I mean? You would be like something like just causing you some kind of psychic pain.
Yes, like something like just some discomfort.
Yeah. Like people have, I swear to God, these bug zapper things you can put in your wall, and they like emit like an electric frequency. Not a fan of that particular frequency. Makes me
And
feel
certain
something bad.
Yeah, certain people are very sensitive
People
to
say the
different
same thing about
frequencies.
like Wi-Fi and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and just like do we need like a Faraday cage for our plants to keep all the bad vibes out? That's more like what I'm thinking of now.
I wonder how
Is that
protective tents are. It is Mylar and seed,
maybe?
right?
Oh, we could build it into the tent, G3. Now we're
I
thinking.
mean, honestly,
Now
if you
we're
go
thinking.
inside your tent and close it up and bring your instrument and talk to your named girls and look at your pretty rocks and play and block out all the bad vibes from outside, that's like happiness in a box with plants.
I love it. I love it. Put on your tinfoil hat. Witchy woo woo hour.
Put on your witch hat.
Tinfoil witch hats.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
But the cool thing about all of it is it's all backed up by real stuff. And it all
for
makes
sure.
sense logically. I mean, some of it is, granted, a little far-fetched. And that's okay. It's really fun to believe in magic too. I mean, if I had to choose between living in a world that had magic in it and living in a world that didn't, I'm going to choose the former every time. So,
Amen.
frequency does a
Did you
hot
know-
dog have?
I feel like our chat has been
I wouldn't-
talking
I
about
think it
hot
depends on hot
dogs
cup.
for like the last,
I know they're special. I love you
the
guys so much.
last like 20 minutes. Listen, everyone knows the best hot dogs are those, like they're like the Hebrew national ones. They come with 7 in a pack. Like they're perfect. I love them. Except they don't come with 8 in a pack. That's the only thing I don't like about them, because the buns come with 8 in a pack.
Why did you specify they came with 7 in a pack?
Because
Don't
that's
they
how I
all
know
come
them.
with 7 in a pack?
That's how I know them. No, it's like
Everything comes with
usually they
7 in a
come with
pack.
8 in a pack.
No, that's no.
The
That
hot
wouldn't
dogs,
match
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
buns,
Like
and then they wouldn't have to sell more.
like
You wouldn't.
ballpark and stuff.
I'm pretty sure there's always.
Maybe
7.
this is like a Mandela effect.
This is like a capitalism thing.
Yeah,
They're not going to sell you the
shrinkflation.
exact same number of hot dogs and the exact same number of buns and packages. Are you insane?
Nathan's too, man.
Nathan's are awesome.
really good.
Oh man, the Coney Island Nathan's hot dog eating contest. I
Joey
love
Chestnut.
that stuff so much.
How
Satoshi
does he
Kobayashi, dude.
do that?
Satoshi Kobayashi.
How do they do that? And they're always like the skinniest dudes too.
Yep.
How do they do that?
Sonya the Black Widow Thomas. They're awesome. They work all
Nathan's-
year on that stuff.
Another one that's
Watching
really
all
good.
of them are crazy.
Sabret. Have you ever had Sabrett? Like they're like the real natural casing hot dogs too.
I think I've seen them. I don't
Sabrett.
know that I've had them.
They're like if you go to New York City too, they have like carts where it's like Sabrett carts, and they like use them in the dirty
Oh,
water,
brand name.
dirty hot dog water.
Brand name dirty
Wonder
water
if
hot
like
dogs.
the New York City hot dog vendor has like an Apparel behind the cart, like doing the TDS of the hot dog water while he's back there. Like I just got to make sure it doesn't get above 1,200 ppms. That's how you know it's just too hot doggy. That's when I change the hot dog water out to fresh water. It's all moon
That stuff
water.
is
I got that
vintage.
shit
It's
in the
been there
back.
since 1972.
They don't change the
Dirty
water.
water older than I
The
am.
higher ppms, the better.
It's like a fine wine at this point.
Maybe that's the move. Maybe that's
It's
why
gotta
he has the Apparel.
marinade.
Like I tell you what, we're up at 7,500 ppms. It's off the charts. Some dank hot dog water.
I don't even honestly like even thinking about it is gross.
Well, I mean,
That's a strain for you, dirty water hot dog.
that's some meat terps right there.
That's Cap Turt's left end
Listen,
right.
I just say too before we leave, you know, made me think of meat terps. I had my first real hash making experience
Right.
with Neighborhood Skunk over the weekend. It is some labor, let me tell you. Like it's not easy making squeezy. It's not at all. Like it's tough. And we used like a mix, a bunch of different strains, just because like yield ends up being so damn low on this stuff. Like again, I see why people have hash specific strains and they grow a monocrop of something that they want to wash, right? Because yield is everything. I mean, if you're getting like a fraction of a fraction return wise, if you do live rosin, it's just crazy how little you get from the amount of plant material you put in, right?
Especially if you're working your ass off for it.
And it's a lot of work, yes. So like yeah, the yield is everything. I see that now. But
Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
for sure. What made me think
Master.
of it is I was working with this strain, Lunch Money, that I grew, and it's like it straight up smells like an Italian hoagie. Like it's just like it's meat terps, and we did this like farmer's hash, so it was like it just kind of like took over the blend though. So like by the end of it, like the water, the wash water looked like grape juice, like Welch's grape juice. It was so purple, and like the smell of it was like a Wawa Italian hoagie. Maybe not Wawa, like Primo's. It's got to have the long hots, right? Because we added some of Joint's grape jalapeno into the mix. So
Oh
it was
my
like
gosh.
this pepper Italian hoagie kind of funk. It was so cool. It was good.
You like
Made me
Billy
wish that I
Winston?
kept the damn cut, man. Because like yeah, the Italian hoagie cut would have been legendary around Philly G3.
You'll just have to grow it again.
I know.
Did she not wash well, or she did wash okay?
She washed pretty well. Like
Okay.
I think that was the one that I thought would wash really well, and she did. The strawberry Tropicana cherry, not as much. Like,
I can see that
but it did make the water look like Welch's grape juice.
because she's straight up perfect.
Yeah. So it was cool. I can't wait to try some of that farmer's hash.
I can't wait to. So is it in the freeze dryer now?
Yeah. Freeze dry. I'm not sure if we got enough to press. Probably. I don't know. It's gonna be good hash either way. You know what I mean?
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to hang with the skunk, and he's
Yeah.
super fun, cool. So
Yeah. It was awesome.
awesome! Congrats to you both. Happy hash day.
Yeah. Thank you. And
Did we want to see a garden? I want to see a garden.
do you want to? Do
I
we have
do.
time? Do you?
We could do it in 8 minutes, maybe.
Mm. So I don't like rushing in, and like I don't like hitting
You
it,
really want
and
AI
I don't
clips
like
that
to
much?
hit
We
it
can
and
go
leave.
past 2 hours.
G3. No, I don't. It's not about the AI clips too. I got a 4, or not even a 4-week old that I
Granted,
hear
yeah, I
stirring
hear
in
you.
another room, and a wife
Okay,
who's,
we'll save it.
I'm trying to.
We'll save you guys some beautiful
Gotta
leaves
get out
next
of here
time.
eventually, but I would like to devote more time than what I feel like I have to a Patreon garden. So,
I
makes
understand.
sense.
It is responsible and mature of you to be so time
All right.
conscious.
Well, thank you. Well,
I
thank you.
commend you for being a
Well,
good partner.
thank you. I can at least, at the very least, tell you that if you'd like to support us, head over to our Patreon. You can do so over there. We do also have a new member. Hooray! And it's Tanner. I don't want to say last names. Tanner. So you know who you are. Thank you very much. Yeah, head on over to our
Love you
Patreon.
guys.
Hit us up. And
Join our Discord. Come chat with us.
yes, Discord's free.
Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Share a
right.
link. Do the stuff. Please
That
and
just
thank
costs
you. Love you, love you.
emotional energy. The thumbs up. That's like the good vibe button.
Yeah. That's the karma button.
It does. Yeah, it helps. It helps. You
Give
know,
us a
every little
thumbs
bit
up
helps.
and somebody will thumbs you up in your life.
It's
What goes
the-
around comes around.
like I want to give thumbs up to the person next to me in the drive-through line, please.
Mm-hmm.
Outcast. Yeah, that's right. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
I am gonna have to go listen to some
Until
freaking Limp
next time.
Bizkit now. Oh goodness.
There were some bangers, G3. There were some bangers. Like when that came out in 98, 99, when that hit the scene, really, that and Korn. Like no one really ever heard anything like it. And it
Oh
was
my
just,
gosh.
it was the most like piss your parents off type of music. Yeah, just,
I still listen to Korn sometimes.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
Like-
they had some bangers too, right?
Relighting bits of that, like teenage angst, college angst, later angst. It's just like, some good angry music. And sometimes, especially in today's world, you just need to get some of that out.
You do. I mean, speaking of which, not in the same ballpark, but kind of. Tool just got a residency at the Sphere.
No way.
Yeah, that's coming next year.
For how long?
I don't know. As long as a residency at the Sphere lasts, as at least several to many shows. I just heard it yesterday. Just heard it.
I mean, you think they can keep it
It was
together
like the
for
first
residency?
good news of 2026. I was like, and I'm not even the biggest Tool fan, but I could see why that would be awesome.
Yeah. I like Tool.
Man, we need a Limp Bizkit at the Sphere. That would have been.
Oh my gosh! I just have the Nookie.
Just what would you even put on that the massive screen during the George Michael cover of Faith? Gotta have faith.
Oh man, they taught a whole generation how to like scream like that. Well, maybe not taught, re-emphasized, but oh man, they're like, all right, you're gonna like inhale, all right, and now you're gonna throw your shoulders forward and exhale at the same time. You bend directly at the waist, and you're gonna look directly at the ground and scream. It was specific.
There's an art to it.
There was a bend. It was the angry bend and snap.
If you're too young and you don't remember, just go back. There's Spotify playlists, you know? I'm just telling you. Gotta wonder if it's a solfeggio frequency. We were all listening.
I wonder what hertz frequency
See,
is
I'm
fate?
telling you, one of those songs is. That's why it makes you feel really good. I bet you it's. I'm drawing a blank on another one. Got the Life. That's Korn, but still. Everyone in our chat's going through their new metal playlist now. Like, yo, these were good.
Rollin' is
These were
432.
good. Right? Yeah. So I thought like
They
the
do have like hertz
432 was
listed
gonna
for
be
some of these. That's interesting.
that's a thing like I always read about. Like,
Hey,
if you-
Slipknot's duality is at 528 hertz.
Yeah.
Maybe they shifted the song to that frequency. I wonder. I'll have to listen to that afterwards.
Slipknot. They were pretty good too. Like a little scary, a little scarier. A little
Yeah,
more
but-
serious, but like also
They
Really
mixed
good.
beautiful singing and lyrics with just like
all right,
straight up.
who did
Right.
Ooh, wah, that one. Ooh, wah. It was Down with the Sickness.
Yeah, Disturbed.
Yeah, there you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Banger. Come on.
All good.
Banger.
All good.
It's everyone in the chat knows. Like, come on, Cat. I know.
Yeah. Oh, Cypress Hill.
Slipknot, Disturbed. Who else is in that arena? G3.
I don't know. Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah,
You want to go that far? 36 Crazy
maybe.
Biz.
It was like the
That's
kids
like
who
a
got
little
little
extreme.
weird with it.
Mhm.
Deftones. I don't know.
Yeah, I would put Deftones in there.
Yeah, we got Mudvayne. Okay, yeah. Now you're getting
Ooh.
obscure, guys. Cat Diary of Jane. Mushroom
Diary
Head.
of Jane was Breaking Benjamin.
Okay.
God, I love that. band.
I hadn't even heard of some of these. Static X,
Yeah.
not gonna lie. But did they have a radio hit? Come on, because radio hits, not deep cuts. Did they have a video on TRL? Because that's how I knew.
Who else was the like screamy stuff?
Just play. Stone
I don't know. Would you
Sour.
put like
Yeah,
Linkin
kinda.
Park in there?
Oh yeah. Linkin Park is
Kind of.
100% like in that ballpark, definitely. Which was like not my favorite again, like in the 90s, but like today I go back and listen to it and I'm like that's a great fucking song, you know? Like I'll listen to that anytime. Yeah, Seven Dust. There you go. That's one we know. That's one we know.
System of a Down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not quite as angry, but still screamy.
Screamy. Papa
Yelly.
Roach.
Yes, scream. Less screamy, more yelly. Yeah, Papa Roach.
The System of a Down was weird when that came out. Really weird. Yeah. Great music came out. Yeah, Godsmack for
Ooh,
sure, dude.
Godsmack.
For sure. How did we forget that? How did we
Yes,
forget
so good.
that?
So good, so good.
But yeah, thank you, G3, for bringing the goods tonight.
Thank you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Open your minds a little bit. I dare you.
It's going to do
It'll-
a
it's
lot of
really-
people a lot of good.
It reinvigorates something inside you, a connection to your grow. And I highly recommend you give it a try.
Indeed.
Good
Indeed.
vibes, my loves. Good vibes.
That's what it's all about. think of in terms of vibration for sure. Yeah, thanks in the chat, everyone, for participating, sticking with us, and yeah, being here every Tuesday. Tell your friends, and you know the rules. The best thing you can do between now and next week for yourself and for everyone around you, including your plants too. Don't forget about your plants. Is don't get caught.